All right. Welcome once again to section 1.1 of your website development scholarship program powered by Femi Ayondipe and brought to you by Empower to Acquire Training Academy. I am Femi Ayondipe, and in this session, we will lay your first foundation stone in website creation. So I want to encourage you, take your notebook, settle down, and let's begin. So, part one. Let's look at part one, which is understanding the meaning of a website. Sincerely, to build a website, you must first understand what website truly is. What exactly is this thing we call website? Many people think website is something on the internet. Some other people think website is just a page you open, while some look at it as a place you click. But that is thinking shallow. But as a website development student, you must go deeper. So in simple definition, a website is a collection of connected pages or connected web pages that exist online and can be accessed using a domain name. Yes. And at the same time, let me give you the developer's definition of a website. In developer's language, a website is a structured digital environment, made up of multiple pages hosted on a server and at the same time connected together through navigation and designed to deliver information or services to users. This is the mindset of a creator, not just a visitor. You got that right? Now, part two. Let's look at website as a house. Yes, look at website as a house. I want you to visualize website as a house. This analogy is the easiest to understand for anybody, regardless of who you are, regardless of your background, Website as a house. Let me break it down so that we understand what I am talking about. The website itself is your entire house. Each page inside the website is like a room. The navigation menu is the set of doors linking one room to another, so that when your visitor comes, your visitors are your guests entering the house. You get it right? Your visitors are the people you invite, or they just come to your house for one reason or the other. So now think, if your house is confusing, if your rooms are scattered, or if your doors are hidden or broken, will your guest or your visitor feel comfortable? Will they? The answer is definitely no. So the same applies to your website. Yes, if your visitors are not able to move smoothly from one room to another, they will be discouraged. They may not even come back next time. That is it. Let's look at Empower to Acquire, for example. Let's break down aspect of Empower to Acquire for more understanding. Our home page is the living room. About is our study room. Courses is like workshop or the classroom. Where you have apply is the registration office. Then the blog is our library, while contact is the reception desk. So this helps you to organize your website with clarity. Another example is femiayondipe.com. The home page is our welcoming area. About Femi is what? Is the personal study. Then speaking is the presentation hall, while coaching is the consulting office. Library is what we call blog, and contact is where everybody has gone for one purpose or the other. Let's look at another part. Website as a book. That's another analogy. Let's use another analogy, this time around book, to describe our website. So you see your website as a full book where the web pages are the leaves or the chapters that you open, and the menu, it is the table of content. So in this case, our home page will now become the introduction. Then the blog is the main content of the chapter. Then the footer is the conclusion, or where we give credit to the writer or people that help us to contribute to the book. So why this analogy is important is because it is just like a book. Your website must have a flow. The reader, which is your visitor, they must understand where they are. They must know the pages, and the pages must be connected logically. The content of your book must arrange in order so that every reader, which is your visitor, will understand the content. A website without structure is like a book without chapters, confusing and frustrating. Okay? Part 4, let's look at practical example. So now, I want you to pay attention. I want you to see this analogy come to life by looking at real website. So now pay attention to me. I want to go live now. I want to go online, and but to go online to show the practical demonstration of pages as room, and at the same time leaves of book as our web pages. So once I go online, by the special grace of God, I will open empowertoacquire.com. Yes, empowertoacquire.com. And also I will open femianyodipe.com, and I will point out which is the room, which is the pages, which is the door, which is our navigation, and which one can represent chapters, which is our layout. So with this, it will make everything we have discussed so far, it will make it become crystal clear to us. You get that? All right. So let's go. So welcome to the live demonstration of what we have been talking about in this section 1.1. So I want to show us Empower to Acquire as a representation of our online house. Empower to Acquire, okay. Beg your pardon. Let's see. Okay. So this is Empower to Acquire. So landing here is landing in our living room. So this is the home page of Empower to Acquire, which automatically represent living room. Okay, when we are trying to see websites as our online house, and there is no house that does not have a room. So let's see what is being tagged or described as room in Empower to Acquire. Yes, we are seeing the header this way because I am on a phone, on a mobile phone browser. So let's look at these 3 lines by my right hand. That is the navigation menu, okay, which stands as door that leads to each rooms in the house. Okay, so because the navigation menu is there, that is why I'm able to see the pages, course, and shop. Okay, so let's see what we have under our pages. We have, click that small arrow in front of the pages. So we have blog, about us, contact, FAQs, gallery, website development packages, and so on and so forth. So these are the rooms in this house called Empower to
acquire.com. So this is what we are talking about. Okay, we have the home page, which is our living room, and we have other rooms, rooms that makes the website to be tagged house. Okay, all right. So just for the purpose of lecture, let me try to open one of the room in the house. Okay, let me try to open about us. Let's see how the navigation menu help us to open the room. Okay, so what happened here is about us teaches us or showcases everything about Empower to Acquire. That's why we call it a study room, whereby people learn to know who we are. It showcases who we are, our value, our okay, see, all right. So let me try to open another room before we go back to, okay, this is a blog this time around. And that is how a typical visitors come to your house and begin to open the door that leads to all the rooms, especially when they have access to that particular room with the aid of your navigation menu. Okay, as a visitor, I've been able to access 2 rooms now. Okay, let me come to this last. I'll come to the shop. Before I go back so that we continue. Okay, this is another room. All these one are possible because each of these room have their own personal door that leads to this place. So I think with this you are able to understand at least what we have been talking about, comparing our website with our physical house. In this case, we call it an online house. So thank you. Let's go back to the class.
So in summary, before we close this session, here is what you should take away from this session. A website is made of connected pages. If website is like your house, then pages are room in such house. If website can be seen as a book, then pages are the chapters. And also another takeaway is the fact that good structure is synonymous to good user experience. And lastly, your website must be organized, it must be clear, and it must be easy to navigate. So this foundation will guide everything you build later, from your homepage to your blog to your navigation and to the entire website. So I believe that this session 1.1, you have gained a lot from this class. By the special grace of God, we will be moving to another class soon. God bless you.